Do you happen to know who this man is? Well, this man was the real life Mr. Burns. You think I'm joking? Well, his name is Jacob Rothschild, and he was one of the richest men in the world. And the reason I say he was is because he just died today. Supposedly, because there's always that possibility that they downloaded his consciousness into another body, but let's just go with the news article. He died at 87. Now, I'm not sure if you've been living under a rock, but the Rothschilds are a notorious banking family that pretty much run the entire money system. So here's where all the conspiracies and speculation come in. So the rest of the video is just my opinion. It's for entertainment purposes. So with that, let's talk about it. Now, individuals who believe in this Jewish conspiracy that the Jews control the world use the Rothschilds as an example of how this rich, banking Jewish family control the world. Now, there's no doubt that the Rothschilds were evil beyond belief. Here you have a photo of Jacob Rothschild with Marina Abramovic, a notorious witch, standing in front of a painting called Lucifer Summoning His Legions. Nothing suspicious there, don't worry about that. And now, since the Rothschilds are so clearly evil and they are Jewish, you have people believing in this anti-Semitic theory that the Jews control the world. Now, these individuals will stop here because of their anti-Semitic hearts. They hate the Jewish people and they want to blame the Jews for the issues of the world. And they see a Jewish banking family that controls the banking systems and how evil they are, so they blame the Jews for a Jewish conspiracy. But these individuals never want to ask the question, who were the Rothschilds banking for and who allowed them to be the bankers of the world? Well, they don't say all roads lead to Rome for no reason, all right? Yeah, Rome, the Catholic Church, is at the root. All roads always lead back to Rome. Please understand, Rome never fell. For the Vatican through the Jesuits are the ones who pull all the strings. They are the ones that control all of the different secret societies. They have their agents everywhere, whether it's Freemasonry, whether it's any type of secret society, occult, brotherhood, 322, the Skull and Bones, Secret Society of Yale, wherever you want to look. They are the ones who have their agents everywhere, and the Vatican, again through the Jesuits, are the ones that allow the Rothschilds to be bankers for them to then control other nations and other kingdoms by using their banking system as a way to enslave nations to them. Now, there is speculation and conspiracies out there that the Rothschilds actually come from the house of Orsini. And this family bloodline goes through different popes and can be traced all the way back to Egypt and Babylon. For you can always trace everything back to Egypt and Babylon, hence why the Vatican has the obelisk. And why London also has the obelisk, along with the Washington Monument. For it's not a Jewish conspiracy, it is an ancient Egyptian Babylonian conspiracy. The ancient esoteric mystery religions. And these represent and symbolize a phallic. But not just any phallic, but Osiris's phallic. For the story goes that Osiris was cut up into 13 pieces, and one of the pieces was the phallic. Now, the phallic here at the Vatican represents religious control over the world. The one in London represents financial control over the world through the banking system via the Rothschilds. And the one in Washington, D.C. represents the military power over the world that America has. Oh, and don't forget, the Washington Monument is exactly 6,660 inches tall. I'm sure it's just a coincidence. Everything is a coincidence, guys. Don't worry about it. So to those who think this is a Jewish conspiracy, your anti-Semitism is showing it is an ancient Babylonian, Egyptian conspiracy. It all goes back to Nimrod. It goes back to the Tower of Babel. For this is a satanic conspiracy. For Lucifer, Satan, Hillel ben Shakar, which is his Hebrew name, wants to bring about the Antichrist and the end times scenario. And Lucifer operates through darkness. He is operating through the Jesuits, through the Vatican, through the banking system, through the secret societies, through his agents of darkness throughout the world to bring in order out of chaos. For we can look and see how the Vatican, how the Catholic Church is at the center and the focus of everything evil and everything antichrist. The Pope declares himself to be Christ on earth. That is literally antichrist. You have the Jesuit order with their black pope, the pope that is behind the scenes. Do your own research into it, by the way. You have the Vatican that was in charge, who spearheaded the crusade, killing millions of people, for not having them worship their false religion of paganism mixed in with Christianity. They worship a dead man on the cross. They don't worship the resurrected king. They have a graven image of Jesus, a so-called Jesus, dead on a cross. I worship the risen king, by the way. I don't worship my sin that died on the cross, because he became sin who knew no sin to die on the cross. That body of Christ, the suffering servant, has died, has been buried, and now is resurrected. We as Christians worship the risen king, but you have the Catholic Church worshiping a dead man on the cross. You have all of these creeds and all of these ritualistic, satanic, religious doctrines that are man-made. They are the focus and the center root of what's evil, but yet you have people calling it a Jewish conspiracy with their anti-Semitism, which the Catholic Church, extremely anti-Semitic. If you see how they pushed the Jewish people to convert or they get killed as well. Do your own research, though. All roads lead to Rome. All roads lead to Rome. And it is to set up the Antichrist end time scenario. They are going to usher in the one world religion. If you have not noticed how the Pope right now is trying to bring peace with Islam, that we're all one, we all worship the same God. He is endorsing the different type of lifestyles. He has pronounced how he would baptize an angel. I mean, not an angel, an alien, yeah, because aliens are fallen angels, right? Because he's going to be either the false prophet or some avenue of bringing in the one world religion. Do your own research, but do not allow the anti-Semitism and the lies of this Jewish conspiracy to have you have hate for the Jew. Love the Jewish people, because our God is a God of the Jewish people. He is a Hebrew. And Satan has hijacked it. He is slandering. He is making people become anti-Semitic for a reason. Because he's going to bring upon the end time scenario, which will be worse than the Holocaust. And by the way, the Catholic Church has never apologized for World War II. They sided with Hitler. Pictures everywhere. You can do your own research. They have never apologized. They've never apologized, and they've never retracted the Council of Trent, by the way. Look at the Council of Trent. They deem it right to kill a heretic. We are anathema. We are cursed and damned to hell if we do not follow the Catholic doctrine. Do your own research, guys. They are the root. They are the cause. Look into the Jesuits. Let's see if this video stays up. But again, this is all speculation. This is all entertainment purposes. With that, guys, I love you all so much. Keep your eyes focused on the Lord. He is coming back. He is going to deliver us. We focus on him. We ask him for discernment in all things. All right. I love you all so much. God bless. And remember, the just shall live by faith.